Okay, good evening. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving. It's great to meet you tonight and practice mindfulness together. And as always, this is a 45 minutes meditation session. I'm Karson. So this weekly practice group is a collaboration with the Hive HK, the Hive Ranch specifically. So we're going to practice mindfulness meditation together. And tonight's themes, as you know, is about Thanksgiving. So we're going to practice gratitude meditation together tonight. So now, so let's take your time to settle into your posture. So finding a space that you can sit upright. If you need some support at the back, please do so. Find some support, or you can lean against the back of the chair. You can use a cross-leg position posture, or you can keep your feet flat on the floor. So now dropping in, settling in, allowing the body to be heavy, being fully held by the chair, by the floor. It is okay if you just come back from work, or you are still doing some unfinished task, and see if you can just let them go and bring your attention now to this present moment. And we're going to bring this mindful awareness to the practice and trying to pay attention intentionally without judgment to this present moment, not the past, not the future, but this moment. And sensing, experiencing with openness and curiosity, with less judgment. And if you feel safe, you can choose to lower the eye gaze or even close the eyes completely. Allowing the chest to be open, the shoulders to be soft and natural. So in this practice, there's no need to create any stress. There's nothing to achieve right now. Simply settling. Grounding in the posture. And gently checking in to notice how it feels right now in the body. And noticing the body, sensing with this mindful awareness. What can you detect right now in this moment? On this Thursday night? Maybe you can notice some stiffness or tightness around the chest or the shoulders. Or maybe you may feel the heaviness in the buttocks or the thighs. And perhaps you may sense some softness or more comfortable feeling, more pleasant feeling in some other different areas in the body. Just noticing with curiosity. No judgment needed here. making space to allow and accept what's actually going on right now in the body. So, and then now, gently shifting attention from the body to the mind, to the heart, holding and sensing what's on your mind right now, or the feelings in the heart. You may feel at peace, calm, or you may notice worrying, irritation, anxiety, or doubts. You may still notice some thoughts or some inner chatters in the mind, recalling a conversation that you had this day, or some unfinished task that you got to do. But that's okay. That's okay. We don't need to judge about ourselves or about the mind. We can acknowledge them, acknowledge the thoughts, acknowledge the feelings. And if that is appropriate for you, see if you can release them very gently, or not giving any extra attention, and just allow them to pass, allow them to fade. So having this openness, the space in the mind, in the heart, to allow and notice the emotions, the feelings, the thinking. So now, if you notice you're getting lost, that's a moment to come back. That's a moment to practice coming back. So now, gently shifting attention back to this body and notice breathing. Notice how the breathing is taking in the air as you inhale. And also noticing the journey, the process of how this body releases air as you breathe out. So now, as you continue to settle in stillness, see if you can focus on a place in the body where you can feel the breathing most clearly, most obviously. So choosing your home base, choosing your anchor. So this may be the belly, the abdomen, noticing the rising and falling motion as you breathe. or it can be the chest, noticing the expansion, the inflation, and contraction as you breathe. And if you choose to breathe through your nose, then probably you may even notice some subtle sensations, coolness, warmth, or tingling through the nostrils at the tip of the nose. And if you don't find it comfortable breathing through your nose, feel free to breathe through your mouth. And if that is the case, then probably you may notice sensation at the lips as well. So now please pick a place, pick a spot where you can notice, where you can concentrate on the breathing most clearly. So choosing the home base, the belly, the chest, the nostrils, or the lips. You don't have to control, you don't have to fix how you breathe or how fast you breathe. Just allow the body to breathe naturally, following the flow, the natural flow and cycles of breathing, one breath at a time. And if you don't find it accessible or available for you to notice breathing today, feel free to choose a place in the body where you can feel stability, where you feel safe and stable. Maybe the palms, maybe the feet, or the buttocks. This can be the anchor as well, your home base. So now let's practice it together for a few minutes in silence. So grounding and concentrating on the home base, the anchor. And once you notice distraction, completely fine, perfectly okay, because there's a moment of practicing. There's a moment of being awake again and just return the attention back to this home base. So now let's enjoy the silence together. Enjoy every single moment, the breathing or the body where you feel safe. Are you still present? Are you still on the anchor? So if not, then where did the mind go? Can you invite the attention to come back? Welcome back to this present moment. And continue to be grounded in your anchor, in the home base. Breathing, or the part in the body you feel safe. So now from here, so we can gently release the focus around the home base, the anchor, releasing, softening, and then very gently allow the attention to go into the heart, entering the mind's eyes. And we're going to practice gratitude together. And it's taking a moment in your own time to recall a thing that happened today. It can be very simple and ordinary thing, that maybe the food that you had today, or maybe the clothes that you're wearing today. A very simple thing, but sometimes you may take it for very granted. Now taking a moment to recall the moment or the experience, the connection that you had with this item or these objects today. Remembering, recalling maybe the moments that you were having the food, the taste that you took in, the smell, the flavors, or the warmth, the energy that it provided to the body. If you choose maybe the clothing, then probably you may notice, even right now, what can you experience with these clothes? The shirt, the jacket, the pants, or the dress. Sensing, noticing. Maybe you may notice the warmth, the protection, a sense of safety with these clothes. Feel free to choose other objects if you like to. Something vivid, something obvious for you, that makes sense for you. And after recalling the moments or the experience you spent with this item, these objects, we may go even further by maybe contemplating on its journey, its life cycle, back to the moment it was harvested, it was seeded to the earth, to the ground, in the farm, the moment it received sunlight, irrigation, waters, nutrition, or maybe in the factory, all the process that being done by workers. Manufacturing, processing, harvesting, packaging, and the journey of the logistics, the transportation, how it went from the factory, from the plant to the stores, restaurants, and how it was being made, how it was being cooked or prepared, and who served it, or the salesperson in the stores, and all the way back to you. This whole journey, the moment, all the way to the moment you took it or you wear it right now. So spending a moment to contemplate on this life cycle, this life journey of this object, this item. And recognizing, realizing that it didn't happen by chance, it didn't happen magically. So many manpower, so many um, gifts that involved, effort involved in the process, in the journey to make this happen so that you can enjoy the food, the drinks, the clothes, the shelter, the electricities, entertainment, internet. And really taking a few moments to savor and appreciate the whole journey, the gifts. And pay attention to how the body changes, what shows up in the body, what shows up in your mind as you contemplate it and appreciate it. And so now, taking in a few deep breaths, inviting freshness, recharging, refreshing the body, and breathing out deeply, releasing, fully releasing this contemplation and making space, allow the body to return to the normal breathing rates and making space in the mind. And then now transition into the next contemplation, also practicing gratitude. At this time, we can use, or maybe even we can pay attention, we can bring the awareness to the people around us, to inviting a person around you, in your family, in your workplace, or your friend, that you genuinely, you authentically want to, or you feel genuinely thankful, grateful for her, for him, maybe even the pet, your pet. So inviting this person to enter the mind, enter your heart space, and also feel free to take a moment to recall the experience, the connection that you had between you and him or her. Recalling the moments that you feel supported by some encouraging messages from that person, or the moments you feel loved, the intimacy, the physical touch. Or maybe in moments that the person protected you, he stood up for you. Or the moments that person took care of your life, prepare meals, or help you repair your furnitures or the computers, or doing some chores for you. Or maybe just very simple, how that person made you feel happy. How he or she gave you a moment of smiling, warmth, recalling these moments in your mind. And really holding, sensing, savoring these experiences and feeling. Noticing how this contemplation changes your body, your mind, your heart. Feeling, taking in this happiness, warmth, a sense of love, sense of safety. A sense of support and kindness. And while you're still keeping this person in your mind, in your heart, and experiment with sending loving kindness or maybe gratitude to this person or the pet, your pet. Recognizing this being also wants to be happy, wants to be safe in the world. So in your minds, see if you can send gratitude, send a thank you message or some well wishes to this being. You may just continue to breathe in and out and radiate its experiences in your mind. Or you can choose to use the following phrases or in your own appropriate language to send loving kindness to this being. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be loved. May you be protected. May you be healthy. May you be at ease and free in times of suffering and difficulties. May you have strength and may you have joy and true happiness. So feel free to just continue breathing, maybe lifting the lips, having a very subtle smile, or use your own appropriate language to repeat these well wishes and your thank you message and send out in your mind. So let's practice it together in silence, sending gratitude to a person that made our lives easier, happier. Maybe even a group of people, if you will. So continue to be grounded. Continue to breathe and allow yourself to be filled with this sense of gratitude. So now, on your next exhalation, as you breathe out, very gently releasing all this action of sending gratitude or releasing any contemplation, and just bring the attention back to this body, softening and breathing. Take a moment to check in with the body. How is it right now? Anything changed? What about the mind, the heart? That's okay. Anything you notice is all right. You're still safe. You're still present. All right. So bring some movement, very gentle movement to the body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, rolling your shoulders. So wakening up the body, stretching, nourishing the body in any way you need. And when you feel ready, opening the eyes again and coming back to this space. Great. So thank you very much. And we've done a gratitude meditation together in this day of Thanksgiving evening. So how did that go for you? Feel free to type in the chat. And yeah, I think it's a perfect moment to practice gratitude and thankfulness on this Thanksgiving. And research shows that regular practice of gratitude is a study done by Dr. Kemper, from Ohio State University. So the finding is, okay, maintaining this gratitude practice can help us pay more attention to the positive things, to the good things in our lives, instead of um, keeping this tendency to look at negative things or the experience of feeling, oh yucks, oh that sucks, or it feels so bad. So releasing the tendency, unhooking from this negativity bias and bring the attention back to something we already have, we all already enjoy. So it can increase our happiness. It can increase our positive feeling as well. Yeah. So how did that go for you? This meditation? Cool. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, it's great. And yeah, appreciative for what you have. Right. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Wayman. Thank you, Hayden. Yeah, it's a good reminder, reminding ourselves that we are some actually we are good enough. Of course, we're living in very difficult times, very challenging situation, so many uncertainties right now. But in this moment, we are still breathing. We still have the shelter. We still have food. It's already worth a moment to feel grateful. So thank you so much. So finally, I'd like to share this this quote from Aesop. Yeah, gratitude turns what we have into enough. Yeah, there's this very nice quote from Aesop. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Cool. So thank you very much. Next week we will take a break. So next Thursday, we don't have this online Zoom practice group. But on Wednesday night, we have an in-person on-site activities in the Hive Ranchai. So I have the details already sent to you in the emails. So if you check the email at the bottom half of this email newsletter, you will find more details about that event. On Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. is a 2-hour session. So if you want to have some more in-depth or immersive meditation experience, so feel free to join, and hope to see you next time. Thank you for joining, and take care. Have happy Thanksgiving. Good night.